It's important to remember that vertical buoy lines are not just a problem for whales.
This is a big part of the reason we're here, right here,
Yep.
you know, because I couldn't tell you how many times I've done this.
Often these techniques are all that is needed in a particular area to eliminate risk, while in some areas, fishers are making the move toward time, date, and acoustic release systems for greater accuracy in release timing or on-demand availability. One of the biggest hurdles to overcome when thinking about fishing with gear that is totally submerged is how to communicate to others the location of that gear when needed. Traditionally, this is done with a visual marker buoy. When we remove those buoys and store them at depth, we remove important information that fishermen and enforcement personnel around the world rely on. A virtual gear marking system should enable fishers to locate equipment quickly. Since 2020, Sustainable Seas Technology and the Ropeless Manufacturers Workgroup members have used a combination of iOS, Android, Windows-based smartphones, tablets, and laptop applications to record deployments of gear, as well as to better understand the user experience with relation to the accuracy of GPS locations during various ropeless fishing trials and demonstrations. We have also used these systems at sea to navigate to and retrieve deployed gear. This information has been used as the foundation for our initial work exploring the best method to establish an interoperable virtual gear marking system. As a starting point, fishers have been using GPS-based marking on chart plotters for many years and are highly comfortable with this method of gear marking. Thus, unless it can be specifically shown that GPS marking is inadequate for a particular fishery or enforcement requirement, then GPS marking will provide a logical minimum baseline for implementation of these systems. The added capabilities, complexities, and costs associated with acoustic gear marking will also clearly be useful in many situations. Using the interoperability system that the Ropeless Manufacturers Workgroup on virtual gear marking is developing will allow these decisions to be made at the fishery level by the people that have to live with the decisions, provide the fastest pathway to effective implementation. The members of the RMW on interoperable gear marking are currently in the process of developing a standardized gear marking cloud database tool that will allow unified access and sharing of gear marking data from all types of ropeless fishing gear, including galvanic timed releases, electronic timed releases, and acoustic release products. It is our plan to return a comprehensive framework for data management requirements and integration parameters for those wishing to develop a virtual gear tracking regional database. This project will also provide answers to current management concerns regarding ropeless gear marking. Further, it will devise a path for coordinated and directed data flow into one streamlined data collection tool to disseminate to regional management bodies. There are many different fisheries with many different gear types, fishing methods, environmental conditions, regulatory requirements, and trap densities. We cannot possibly anticipate what gear is going to be the best for every fishery, but we can be sure that it won't always be the same gear and gear marking system everywhere. The best system for a given fishery or situation will be the one that fishers are willing to adopt, one that is efficient and cost-effective, and one that adequately serves the purpose of allowing the marking of gear without surface buoys.